Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna go grocery shopping in Tbilisi, Georgia, in Eastern Europe. And let's see, do we have Georgian products? Do they have Russian, European, maybe Ukrainian products? So let's go shopping. So here is the vegetable and fruit sections. The first section of the store is food that is already cooked. What do we have here in the Georgian store? Mushroom stew. Wood mushrooms with meat. Ajab sandal. Toma in wine leaf. 3 lari 30 tetri for 100 grams. Those chickens.
What do you think about the chicken?
Questionable. Suluguni pancake, which is a cheese pancake. Different kebabs. Uzbekian flavi with chicken. It's pilaf. Is it?
Yes, plavi, pilaf.
Pilaf, plavi. Okay, rice with meat. Look at this fish. Sea bream fried. So this fish looks very good, and Georgia has a problem with seafood. There's not that much of it and it's very expensive, but this fish actually looks kind of good. Here is different khali, which is a Georgian dish made with walnuts and different vegetables. So different colors are different veggies. Cabbage, carrot, cucumber tomato salad with walnuts, because everything is with walnuts in Georgia. So here's a huge variety of different beans, because in Georgia they love their bean stews called lobio, and there are different colored ones, and I'm not sure if they taste different. Should I buy it? And the price is, I'm not sure which one of these is the price of the beans, but approximately 6-7 lari, which is around $2. I was speaking Russian with my Russian friend and I got asked if there are pine nuts here. Are they called pine nuts? And I have no idea. But I know for sure that there's a lot of walnuts. And I'm talking about a lot of walnuts, because Georgians love their walnuts. In every dish you can possibly put walnuts, they will put them. And such pack, 400 grams, costs 12 lari, which is $4. Is the price the same in your area? I encountered an Asian section of the store. Asia is something super far away from Georgia, unlike my home region, which is literally has a border with Korea, China. Here's different soy sauces, teriyaki sauce, and your American stuff, Tabasco. Even sweet chili. Kind of want to buy this, but it's 20 lari. Is it expensive? $7? Too much. This one is actually a Russian brand. They are fooling us to think it's Korean, but it's actually Russian. Do you want this ramyeon? I don't think so. Just 2 lari. It's like less than $1, like 50 cents or something. What is that? It's Russian. It's very Russian, like stewed beef, canned beef. It's cooked and it's not very good. It's just cheap, and there's a popular Russian thing to just boil some macaroni and add that as a meat source. It's usually the food you will put in your bunker while the war is happening, which is, you know, the reality right now. It's Putin's snack. I'll put it back. How is it possible? Georgian products right near the Russian ones. Such tiny corns, they're so cute. That woman was working there and looking at me weirdly, but I was just admiring the corn. American style hot dog, but it's German. The pickled sausages in a jar. That is so weird. I have never seen that before. It's German and it's a D class, so it's not healthy at all, which is, you know, you can tell by the box. Sausages in a bottle. What other weird things can you find in the store? And they cost 30 lari, which is $10. What is that? Do you know what this is? Oh, celery? Like celery? That's my celery.
From Buy Me.
From Buy Me a Coffee. So my German friends right here, tell me, do you like such products? Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Do you eat that? Artichokes. I have never seen an artichoke in my life. Those are pickled artichokes. That's capers. Capers? Sounds something Italian, honestly. I'm not sure. Here are pickles. I love pickles. There's even a Russian brand that I like to buy. There's a Georgian brand. Cucumber in brine, which is literally what pickle is. Actually, buying Georgian brands is much cheaper because this huge bottle, huge jar, will only cost 8 lari, but this small Russian one is 10.50. So save up your coin and buy Georgian brands when you're in Georgia. I guess it works for any country. Buy local products, they're cheaper. I'm actually searching for wine leaves in a jar, but I can't find them, which is weird because what if I need a wine leaf? Here they are, wine leaves in a jar. Would you want to eat that? They're just wine leaves in a jar, nothing else. Can I read this? It will take me some time. Why is this patoli? I guess that's how it's pronounced. So they're wine leaves. The grape grows and you collect the leaves, you pickle them and put them in a jar, and that's how they sold. Huge jar of leaves will cost you only 9 lari, which is $3, and it's used for Georgian and actually Armenian and probably some other countries that are nearby food that is called dolma or tolma, which is meat, usually veal, wrapped in this wine leaf. It's Russian. Here they are, smoked mussels in chili oil. A lot of Russian products. How well do they pair with Ukrainian products? So now we are in the seasoning aisle. And what is that? Borscht seasoning. Let's just call it Slavic, Eastern European soup. And here's the seasoning for the soup. Seasoning for rice, for pilaf, which we saw before. How to put it back. Anyways, salt of Svaneti. Svaneti is a region in Georgia. Svanetian salt, which is salt, believe it or not, but with seasonings. I'm not sure which ones are there exactly. The salt is mixed with the seasoning, and you just put that on your dish, and it tastes Georgian. And this price tag, it's actually electronic because we're in a fancy store. It's actually the most luxurious store because I was worried that I would be kicked out of there. So let's see what other seasonings we have. Another borscht seasoning, just a regular seasoning for soup, for bean, like bean dishes. Bay leaf, that's very common to use in Russian cuisine as well. This is my beloved thing. It's tsitsibura, which is buckwheat, and that's a cereal that is boiled for 15 minutes and paired perfectly with meatballs, mushrooms, I don't know, whatever you choose. 1 kilo of that by Agrohabi brand is cost 4 lari. Yeah, $1 and like 25 cents probably. And for example, this Russian brand of grechka, it's a pack of 250 grams and it costs much more, 7 lari, but it's in the packets. So those are special packaging that you put in boiling water, you boil it like that in the packet, and it's like easier that way, and it's portioned already. I used to buy that in Russia, but here it's kind of too expensive. Brinji, which is rice in Georgian. And this pack of 1 kilo is 4 lari as well, the same price as buckwheat. So you can choose either one. And here's actually international brands. What is that? That's probably German. That's also German. Finally, no one there. I was waiting forever. A lot of different oatmeals with different stuff, like with apple, with raisins, dried plum, just assorted different packs in one. What is this? Fellow American product? Peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter. There are other kinds. They're crunchy one. Crunchy and creamy. We don't really eat peanut butter in Russia or in Georgia, so that's why there's such a small section of it here in the syrup and the different like spread aisle. And I'm not purchasing that today. What is that behind me? This familiar packaging. That's condensed milk. And that's other kind, which is boiled condensed milk. And I actually see this one by the brand Rogachev, which is Belarusian. So it's from Belarus, and apparently it's really good. So I'm gonna take it and make pancakes, because it's maslenitsa. It's a pancake week right now. As a Russian, I am an ambassador of tea. So we are in the tea aisle. Here we see some, actually, is a German again. German teas. But I prefer my good old Russian test tea. And here's black tea, hibiscus, green, just regular black tea. And other different brands. Christmas mystery is the one you drink during Christmas. You know, there's tea for every occasion. Here is international sweets section. Some M&Ms, Kit Kat. We actually have a peanut butter one, which is actually quite good. Nuts, it's Russian. Bar with nuts, Nesquik. It's waffle bar. Bounty, which is coconut one. Mars, which is like chocolate souffle kind of thing. Snickers, with Snickers. A bunch of Kinder Surprise. It's in Russian, Kinder Surprise. A bunch of Russian products in here. And here is Georgian chocolate. For kids. Not only for kids though. Chocolate should be admired at any age. And here's different jellies. This is a huge pack, multi-mix. Other packages are like this size. So this one is gigantic for me. Choco bananas. And different jellies, even those ones in Coke shape. What an excellent find in the store. A carton of eggs. Now US has problems with those, and we still have them. They're only $8.90, which is too much. They're probably for this huge pack. And yes, this is huge for me. 15 eggs. Regularly they are tens of eggs, not a dozen. Here there is 6 lari, which is, it seems expensive, probably because we are in a super expensive store. So for now we're only getting this. It's a 6-pack, extra large eggs. We can open it probably. In Russia, we check the eggs that they're not cracked. I know that in the US, you just grab a carton and don't check it. So we encountered a little, tiny Hello from Far East section. And this is seaweed. We had such a huge variety of seaweed. I never appreciated that. Here, there's only one brand and small and big bag of seaweed. This one says energy for some reason, and this one Korean style. Caviar, different kinds of it. Some traditional fish we eat with potatoes. And what is that? That looks very seafoody. Imitation shrimp. Imitation shrimp. So they're not real shrimp. French. And what is that? I forgot what this is. Coke. In Russia, we haven't had that in forever. We actually have replacements for that, like Cool Cola or some Chernogolovka drink. And they're not that good. And here's actual real Coke. Oh my god, this is crazy. There's even different kinds. Zero sugar. Not sure what it means when there's a black lead or yellow lead. Here is Ukrainian morozivo, which is ice cream, and other Ukrainian brands. But here is Russian ice cream. They're right there on the shelf together. And right next to them is Turkish. So what do you know about international connections? The ice cream is traveling more than me. Lavashi, which is a Armenian tortilla. But what is a Georgian bread? That is a definition of Georgian bread. It's called shoti, and it's in the shape of a boat. That's super popular, probably the most staple element of a Georgian house, a shoti bread. Such packaging for shoti bread, and it costs 1 lari and 30 tetri, which is, I can't even count how small this is, and it's baked right here in the shop. Here is the special oven for the bread, and there's other ovens like that. So it's fresh every day. Fresh fish. 35 lari. Sea bream. Not sure what sea bream is. But 35 per kilo. Even fresher fish. It's alive. It's alive and well at this point, but soon to be eaten. And it's trout, alive trout, which is 18 lari. There's the other kind of fish. Hello! Looks like a leopard. Looks brutal. She's glowing. Not for long, but still. And it's also trout, no price for her, she's priceless. And here's even bigger kinds. What is that? Oh my god. Dude has a mustache. Which one is that? It's probably catfish, right? And it's $35.50, which is like $10. Oh my god. It's expensive. And the other kinds in this aquarium is carp. Carpi. It literally says carpi. $18.50 for this one. Hello? Hello? Is it following my finger? I don't know. It's called sturgeon. And there's two prices, $39 and $57. They're expensive ones. Hello? He is following my finger. I'm a little warm. Oh my god. Isn't he adorable? Remember the leaves I showed you before, the wine leaves? Here they are in a dish, tolma. They're already wrapped, meat wrapped in Wendy's. So here it is for this pack, it's 20 lari. And this one is a Russian friend. Голубцы. Also says tolma, which is the same title as this one, but looks differently. And it's meat wrapped in cabbage. That's the dish I'm used to. That's brutal. We are in a cheese aisle, and here are homemade cheeses of different kinds. This typical Georgian cheese is called solgunyu, and it's like a string cheese, which is homemade, and there's so many people in this aisle in particular, and this half of a bowl of cheese is 11 lari, which is $4. Pretty cheap for the cheese because it's homemade. As for products we buy every day, well, not me because I'm lactose intolerant, it's rde, which is milk, 2.5%, and it costs $5.90, so 6 lari, which is $2. Half-liter bottles, which surprisingly costs more than 1-liter one. We got other kinds of eggs. They're probably like some farm-raised ones because they're super expensive. And here you can even grab whatever amount of eggs you want. So one egg is 70 tetri, which is, I don't even know how much, probably like 10 cents or something. And you can grab the carton, which is plastic, and grab the eggs. Like, hello, just grab the eggs like that. And you can buy whatever amount you need. So, for example, if you don't buy eggs on a daily basis and you need them for a recipe, you can just buy like 4 eggs for a specific recipe, and you don't have to buy like the whole carton. Another kind of product I wanted to show you are those lemonades that are made here in Georgia. And there are different flavors. For us, lemonade is not only lemon, it's actually also grape and cream flavor, pear, and so on. Even this tarragon one, which I like. And I'm searching for this fruit called feijoa. Yes, here it is. Lemonade with feijoa aroma. I'll probably buy the cream flavor. Zedazami. There are a few different brands, but they all made in Georgia. Here's a Georgian flag, so like a whipped cream, vanilla kind of flavor. And it's cheap. It's 3 lari, which is like $1 for this huge bottle. This is the end of the video. I bought some products, bought the goods, and I didn't even get caught. Nobody called police on me, which is surprising. Probably because it was the most expensive, the most bougie, luxurious Georgian store. So yeah, successfully done my shopping and going home. Bye, see you next one.